Hello folks and welcome back to another Football Manager Notts County Magpies to the Top edition. I am Parkera and today we take on Cambridge. So we're straight into our schedule here and you can see that we are facing Cambridge who are sitting in 15th. Since we last showed you the magnificence that was beating Middlesbrough 2-0 in the Cup, we have faced Yeovil in the league. We managed to come out 3-1 winners there. John Steed and Adam Campbell with two first half goals. They then drew one back in the 53rd minute, but Amiobi managed in the 83rd to slot home the third. So that was a good win for us against the Yeovil Town. We then followed this up in the Chickadale Trophy against Sheffield United, and Sheffield United were all over us, really. Our defence managed to cope really well. I was very proud of how we did. They did score in the 27th minute, and it did take us to the 76th minute to equalise. But that gave us it gave us 2 points because it went to penalty shootouts. So we ended up winning in penalty shootouts 5-3, which I don't understand the rules of this Chickadale Trophy thing. So we got 2 points out of it because we drew, but we won the penalties, I guess. Anyway, we then followed back into the league with a 1-0 win over Morecambe. Going into this game, Morecambe were 23rd. We were still about 12th or 13th position. We only scraped through 1-0 with an 82nd minute winner from Campbell. About 10 minutes earlier, he did kind of fluff a one-on-one chance with the goalkeeper, but Morecambe really were a defensive team in this game. It took us a while to break them down. We did have a lot of possession. We did have a lot of chances. We fluffed a lot. I think we just took our time too much on the ball. But at the end of the day, it was good to get that hard-fought win. We then followed this up with our most recent goal in the league, which is against Wickham. We came out 2-0 winners thanks to a 38th minute Adam Campbell goal and also Curtis Thompson getting his first goal of the season in the 58th minute. So what that means for us at the moment, if we could have a nosy in the league, we are sitting in 4th spot. It's only after 7 games. Not going to get my hopes up too much, but it's a good position to be right now. So right now we are about to kick off into the game against Cambridge. A few changes we did have over that period of games, a few people away on international duty. But in goal we have ever-dependable Alan Collin. On the fullback, we have Robles is back from international duty. We have Duffy and Bowler back in the centre of midfield and Dickinson on the left. In the middle of the pitch, we have O'Connor as a box-to-box midfielder, Grant deep line playmaker, and also Thompson as a ball-winning midfielder. We have, in the last few games, played, a couple of games, Mark Yates up there as our advanced playmaker. He's just been a little bit more consistent than Adam Phillips, so we have left him there for today's game. Up in the front, a slight change with Amiobi coming on as a starter instead of John Steed, who has been struggling with that wrist. I think it's just affecting him. However, he's still playing pretty good form, scoring us 4 goals. But he is accompanied now by Adam Campbell, who has been pretty much a regular in the side. And I'm hoping that he will kick on a little bit more, and Amiobi will be able to give him plenty of ball. So that's the game, and that's the team we are playing today as we submit this now to the FA. And Cambridge are starting with a 4-4-1-1 formation. And we will just go through and do some opposition instructions. These are pretty straightforward ones. I have been meaning to go through and set them up all the time, just because most of the positions I'm doing, it's always weaker foot for your wing people, including your fullbacks. I do have a look at the central, depending on the other positions, who is, for anything else. Now his pace is 10 to 14. It's probably average pace. He obviously isn't not very brave. So what we're going to do, we're going to close him down a fair bit. And he's not very brave. So let's just go in a little bit harder on him. I don't like going hard on strikers as much. This guy's a little bit pacey. And yeah, bravery is not there. So we'll just leave him there for now and see what we can do. Hopefully by closing down Adam McGurk a bit, we will limit some of the chances for their striker. So then we're just going to go in here to our team. We're going to go calm, and you know, where are we? We're at home today, so let's just go. I want you to ignore the recent praise in the media and just play your natural game. Yep, let's just try that. I've never seen that before. Okay, so we are going control fluid to start off, and I have changed some of the instructions just to remove the ones that I tend to usually remove, which play out of the fence. I don't really like playing out of the fence. And without further ado, let's kick into it. Okay. So Dickinson, running up the flanks, looking for his man, finds Amiobi, who I think it was I don't know what happened there. Grant with the ball to Yates. Grant, O'Connor. O'Connor finds Thompson. Thompson moves forward, looking back to O'Connor. O'Connor, Robles. Robles moves into the box. The defence managed to clear that. Yates with the free kick. Ooh, blocked by Berry from the Cambridge team. That's the corner. Oh! Side netting. Bowler header. Effort. Not a bad little start. Early days. Just under 6 minutes into the game. Clark's got the ball. He's running down the flanks. Robles shadows and makes sure of the tackle. Yates holds the ball. Grant feeds it through. Amiobi misses that. O'Neill back to Carroll. Carroll goes forward. Hoofs it forward. Pressure from our defence. Clark again with the ball. Their fullback is overlapping, but doesn't be seen. O'Neill with the ball in the centre finds Barry. Barry is looking. McKirk is allowed through and side netting. We got lucky there. I haven't got him on tight marking, just closing down, so we'll see how that works. Big hoof up. Yates got the ball. Finds O'Connor. O'Connor's looking forward. Finds Campbell. Campbell turns, shoots. This is the target. That's okay. Still 0-0 after 15 minutes. We're looking good in terms of condition, so are they. We have the percentage of possession. Corner for Cambridge. Well cleared by Bowler. Yates has now got space. Use the space. Use the space. Finds Amiobi, who then finds Campbell. Campbell with the space. Is he going to cut inside and shoot? Wide. I think Yates should have run the ball a little bit more there, and would have been a bit better, I think, just to get a bit more support up there. We're struggling to cope with numbers in the midfield, and that's okay. 22 minutes into the game. Still scores are 0-0. Yates with another free kick. That was just close. I'm getting slowly there, closer and closer. Okay, so as we approach the half-hour mark, still 0-0. 60% of possession for us. We've only had one shot on target out of 6, so we need to look at changing that up there a bit, because just not quite good enough at this stage. There's no point having that position if we're not going to utilise it up front. Yes, Duffy has made a lot of mistakes up the moment, but he has been kind of knackered. Okay, so I think we just need to give them a little bit of a blast here. Oh, yeah. I think we've been playing okay. The result will come. But we can still win this. Keep working hard and it will come. Yeah, I believe so. I'm not going to make any substitutions at the moment. I say that we're thinking about bringing Kevin Nolan on for Thompson. Let's just have a quick nosy here. Grant's on the yellow. I'm going to bring Kevin Nolan on for Thompson. Yates, I think, is doing well. Campbell, oh, I don't know why the game does this, and I need to start checking. Because pre-match, Amiobi is the target man. But during the game, somehow it swaps over. I haven't got them on swapping over duties. So I need to keep an eye on that. Okay, so maybe that will help with our shots as we now start the second half. Sorry about that, just had a phone call. Okay, so 58th minute, I've made a never substitution. I brought Adam Phillips on for Yates. Really not sure if that was the right move. We'll find out. Corner blocked there, free kick. Let's not panic too much. I think we can do this. Okay, we're going to just float some of these crosses in. I think we'll put a bit of pressure on. Okay, Grant's looking a bit tired there, so I'm not going to make a substitution just yet. I think it's just too early. We've only one left. Okay, Robles was out jumped. Duffy was out in the back to cover. Does he find Abiobi? No, he finds O'Neill, who finds Magnola, who's given time on the ball. Okay, back out to Clark, who crosses it. Unopposed McKirk. Just not good enough. Okay. I'm going to tight mark this guy. He's just not doing it. I'm going to put him onto his weaker foot. He's causing all sorts of issues there at the moment. And I am going to look at bringing on... Okay. This is just annoying when it keeps doing this. Confirm changes. Campbell is not a target man. So we find ourselves 2-0 down now. So I'm not overly happy how we are looking. Let's have another look at this in 3D. So Clark, just a beautiful header, and just McKirk, no one had picked him up, and he just had time to slot it home. So we are going to make another substitution then. I'm going to bring on Richard Duffy. Is having a cluster of a game, so he's coming off. And I think a lot of that is because he's just been playing so many games. Okay, let's continue this. 72nd minute. Here come our substitutions. We're going to go to flexible. They're on top of us here. And we are going to go counter. McCrook's coming off. They're playing a little bit more defensive. We've added a defensive midfielder now, so I guess they're expecting us to come forward and catch us on the counter. Okay, so we are going to go attacking. We're going to shoot on sight. We're going to run at the fence. And let's up the tempo. Let's go. 2 minutes to get 2 goals. Oh, gosh. Phillips with the ball. Finds Nolan. To Amiobi. Just can't do anything with it. Halliday. So they hang on 2-0. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. So that drops us down to 7th. like I said, still early days. Cambridge coming into this in the 15th place. They managed to jump up into 13th. Still, it's not really good enough. It's a disappointing game, especially after the run we've had. I think they're just a bit camera shy. So we will see you for our next game. So that result obviously gives us, well, it's not ideal, but we now have a little bit of, we have about 7 days before our next game, so we have a bit of a breather. So as mentioned earlier on, we will come back and we will face Wolves in the next round of the EFL Cup. And then we will hit Portsmouth. So that's our next scheduled games. Wolves at home in the third round of the Cup, and Portsmouth again at home in the League 2. So thanks again guys for joining me today. It's unfortunate that the result didn't go our way. I think a little bit of tiredness really caught up with some of our players there. But anyway, onwards and upwards to the next game. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. We'll see you next time. Thank you.